Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Caitlin from Florals.com, and today we are doing a sort of craft room cleanup video. I wanted to make an episode about this because I know that I don't really hear people talking about it a lot. So I got an order online a while ago. This is still the stuff that I haven't put away yet, and I figured we'd go over how I kind of put away new items into my stash, or do I keep them out? So this is tackling those bags of Michael's goodies you picked up that are sitting in the corner, or we're going to address that box you've been saving, or that little pile of new items you saved because you want to use them up before you put them away a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys what I kind of do. I have some variety of things here, and I hope that it kind of helps you guys see my process so that you guys can improve your process or get a better idea of what you should be doing if you don't really do anything for it. So let's start with my distress inks because that's an easier task to handle. These are featured in my latest haul video. I bought these off of onlyoneLifeCreations.com, I believe. So I open them up. I don't keep them in the packaging, obviously. You got to be able to use them. But I don't keep the packaging either. Is it just me, or do you hate when paper rips like this? Like, that's the most annoying thing ever. Like, it's not even open yet. So you finally open them. And then once they're open, so the colors are actually written on the bottoms of distress ink pads. I'm not sure if that's common with other ink pads. I don't have any other mini ink pads, but I do have distress ink. So take all of them out of their packaging, maybe. Okay, so since these are distress ink pads and I bought them in a kit, I usually like to write the number kit that I bought them in, which I thought was written on here somewhere. But now I'm thinking that that might not be what that number is. Okay, so this one has it. Okay, so it is number 3. So these ones are number 3, so I'm going to take my pen and simply write #3 on all of them. That way I know what set you can find them in case someone asks. And that way I can link to it if one of you wants to look it up. So that's what I start with, and then if I have any leftover pads for my distress inks, I'll put them in the bottom. I'll put an empty one even if they're not being used. Right now I don't have any more. They are on my list to purchase. Oh wait, I might have one more. Okay, good. We have one more, and I'm going to put that in black soot because I've been waiting to have black soot in my stash for a while. So then I'll put a pad in, and then I'll put them in my organizer, which is just over here off the side of my desk. For now at least, that might change. So I do that with all of the distress inks. I'll open them, write the numbers on them, and then go from there by putting the tool with them that they need, the little pad in the bottom. Or if they don't need that, if they're a regular ink pad, you might not need that kind of tool. You might just want to label them, because I know some don't come with their color labels on them. So you might want to use a labeler. I use the Dymo labeler. This one is the Label Manager 160. That's what I use to label a lot of things right now. I don't think I have any other refills for it, so I'm going to have to see if they're still available because it's sort of an older set. That's an older label maker. So I'm just writing the kit number, so this is number 13. And I found this pen holds up over time. This is just a regular Papermate pen. Sometimes you want to make sure all of your ink pads open okay and that they look okay, because if they're not, you want to get them replaced immediately. You could also test them immediately if that's something you do. I'm still working on my swatch book, so I'm not sure how I'm going to be testing these yet. And then also stack them if you prefer. But I recommend swatching them as soon as you open them if you have a swatch system already in place. So this one's number 14. I do not have all the distress inks yet, but I am working on it. And I do plan on trying to use them a bit more on my pages. So number 14. And if it's not legible the first time, I just scribble it out and redo it. That way I'm not confused later on. It's actually really annoying to try to look up which one's in which kit sometimes, because sometimes it's not easy to find that information. So I put those into the organizer, and then they're all set in there. Okay, so now that we've tackled inks, let's recycle all this stuff and move on to another product. Here I have a die cut pack. This is from Simple Stories Cabin Fever collection. It's a little outdoorsy collection, very cute, very summery, very cabin, very woodsy, very outdoorsy, that sort of stuff. Now I do have one other item from this in my collection. Actually, I can reach it right now. It's the Cabin Fever chipboard pieces, which have mostly fallen out. So first I'd recommend, if you have products from the collection and you already have those all together, I recommend putting it immediately in there because you're more likely to use it with its fellow parts than by itself. I do a little bit of untraditional, I call it untraditional die cut sorting, where I put them by color groups. So I have pink, yellow, orange together, blue, green, purple together, and then neutrals together in my spinning caddy, which again is right off camera here. But since I have another item from this, I'm going to put it with it. Otherwise, I would take these out and sort them by color or theme if you have themes. So if this was a Christmas/winter kit, I'd probably take the winter ones, put them in my normal die cuts, and then take the Christmas ones out and put them in my Christmas stash. So depending on how you sort your ephemera, sometimes it'll just stay in this package, sometimes it won't. But I recommend sorting them in the way that best fits for you. Mine is by color currently, but also by kit. So these are going to go together. This is what I'm working with currently anyway, this chipboard sheet. So I'm going to keep them together. So those will go right here on my desk anyway, into this little divider. Next up we have some markers. Now I want to do a little test on these markers because I haven't really had time to play with them. These are Copic multi-liners, which is pigment ink, water and Copic proof. 0.5 tip in cool gray and sepia, never remember how to pronounce it. So I'm going to grab this notepad here, maybe, and just test them out. They had other sizes. 0.5 is kind of big. Actually, it looks bigger than it writes, but it does write nicely. I plan on using these for journaling, although I really don't like the color sepia. Although I really like the way these pens hold. They're like a bullet shape, for the barrel at least, and it's very smooth. And I wish they had black on sale when I purchased these because I've always wanted to try a black one. But I'm really excited about the cool gray. I definitely like journaling in lighter colors rather than stark black. And since these are new to my stash, I am going to store them directly in my tool caddy, but I do have a place for other markers as well. So when I get new items in my stash, I often want to try to use those first. Like I just used a new sticker sheet the other day on one of my process videos because I was really excited about it and it looked really pretty. So sometimes I'll have extra items on my desk in an effort to use the new items. So those will go in my tool caddy for now, and if I don't use them, I'll take them out eventually and put them away. I also have this really nice bag that I'm going to put away. I do keep all of my spare bags, especially the nice Ziploc ones, in a drawer over on my other side of my room, because I use these when I send out Happy Mail or when I'm trying to ship out a giveaway prize or when I'm trying to organize a kit. Plastic bags are great and I have a drawer for those. Next up, stamp sets. So I currently have a section in my stamp organizer that I added recently where new stamp sets go. I'm kind of running out of stamp storage pockets, so that's why they're staying in their packaging and just go in the new section. And I have a goal to use new stamps within the next 2 months of when I purchase them. So if I purchase a stamp set, I have to use it at least once in the next 2 months. And once I have used it once, I will try to transfer it into a pocket page, or into a page protector, not page protector, a stamp storage pocket, and then put it in its corrective category. So this one would go under sentiments. Just an Avery set, which is really cute, little trophy. So that's where that would go, and I'm gonna go put that in the front of that stamp section. Next up, we have this little item. This is a mixed media item I picked up. I say mixed media because it's watercolor. I think this was like 75 cents. This is one of the Prima watercolor loose pans in the color Palms. I don't have any Prima watercolors, but I figured I should pick up one to try it. I also don't have anywhere to store my loose pans right now. So what I think I'm going to do is put it in my mixed media tower in the green section so it's with its fellow colors, and also keep it in its packaging. That way I can see it more easily until I find either a watercolor tin to put them in or finding more of these. I know Prima sells them. So maybe I should try to pick up a couple more. And again, if you buy a new watercolor set, you should swatch it immediately. That way you understand how it works, and then you'll be more drawn to use it if it's in your swatch book. But again, I'm still working on my swatch book, so I'm just sharing the tips with you that I have. So again, that's going to go up here in my mixed media tower in the green section, so it's right up there. Lastly, we have a sticker. So these are the Pink Paisley Paige Evans Pick Me Up stickers, puffy stickers. Puffy stickers actually have a special place in my stash, but I'd like to talk about as if it were all stickers, because I do a different sticker storage system than most people. I use binder rings for a lot of my stickers, except puffy stickers. They have a special place in my heart, therefore they have a special place to go. But an item like this is something I would like to keep on my desk for a while, so I recommend using a bucket or pail, such as these ones here. These ones are like inexpensive from the dollar store or Walmart. Just little white crates. And then you'll be able to stack your items in there, and then they can sit on the counter or on your desk and just look pretty until you use them, and then you're more motivated to use them because you can see them better. But again, totally up to you. I'll actually be putting these away because I am reorganizing my puffy stickers very soon, because they're kind of out of control. So these will be going with the puffy sticker friends, which are in an organizer over on that side of my room. But a normal sticker would go on my binder rings. My binder rings are sorted by a couple different categories, one of them being flat stickers, dimensional stickers, border stickers, word stickers, and then letter stickers. So I think that's 5. But I think I have 2 for dimensional stickers because they're a little chubbier and don't fit on the rings as well. So for an item like this, I'm putting it with its like items, but this is also something I would like to keep on my desk, so I think I might get a bin out and put it in there so that I can use it as soon as possible, and I'm kind of drawn to it. But those are my tips for putting away your new haul items and getting them in a process that works best for you. Of course, everyone's different, so you might organize things a little bit differently or choose to do things a little bit differently, which is perfectly fine. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I'm definitely looking forward to do more organization videos. I just figured that this is a conundrum that I often have, is that my new items pile up in one spot because I want to keep them out to use them. But it's more practical for me to put them away where their other like items are, so that they're either with their collection, with their like products, or, you know, ready to be used when I know I need a puffy sticker and I can come across these and pull out the perfect one that I need. But those are my tips. I hope you guys enjoyed again. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!